Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
I'll need some time to get my things together.
Brotherhood of Steel Recon Team 429 Alpha. Final report. Our mission has failed. 6 hours after insertion, my company was ambushed. We lost 5 knights and exhausted our power armor reserves. We scuttled the armor to prevent looting, then retreated under fire, abandoning our supplies. I was separated from the 2 remaining members of my team within a week. Both are missing. Status unknown. I'd hoped to rendezvous with them at our holdout bunker and seek a means of escape from the Commonwealth. But no one has come. No one has come.
Go on, get out of here. Move along, you're in the way.
Brandis.
Move along, you're in the way.
Take him down! Time's up, asshole!
These weren't here. Wait, are those Brotherhood markings?
Look at these burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Excuse me.
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside, recruit.
Excuse me.
Taking on a death claw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Good thing Dance's team sent that signal to us. Otherwise, they'd be on their own right now.
I can't believe super mutants were human ones. How could science have gone so wrong?
Hi.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
They passed 199.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Why did the Brotherhood send it here?
We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here... Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxon?
He's a dangerous man, that's what he is.
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
It can be so hard to find good artifacts these days. Ones us scribes can actually glean information from. But it's always worth it when we do.
Charging into a situation, guns blazing, is a good way to get yourself killed.
Human-looking sense of the worst. They hide in plain sight.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battle changes in the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Defending the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. Final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Stay smooth skins much longer if we don't get a move on.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. Welcome back. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. Is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxim's approved your request to place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Hi. Can't talk to you right now. Maxon is preparing to address the crew.
Damn ferals. Radiation is just a computer.
Sir, your orders were to speak to Lancer Captain Kells. I suggest you follow them to the letter.
Status report. Green across.
across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
I believe Captain Kells wishes to speak with you.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Paladin Dance.
I have some reports to file, and you have a debriefing to attend. We'll talk later. I have some reports to file, and you have a debriefing to attend. We'll talk later.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Commonwealth looks bad, you should see the Capitol Blazerrik.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine, not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. It Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address, after which Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel and the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
Only a knight? Why not a paladin like Dance?
The Brotherhood maintains a strict hierarchy, organized by rank. Paladin is several ranks above Knight, and it took Dance many years to achieve that goal. With your continued loyalty to the Brotherhood, I'm certain you can attain the same. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Talon at Alpha at 93%. Compensating.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. If it was up to me, I'd take every barrel, beauty, and sense and shoot them into space. Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups. Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship. And get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me. There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
I just want to trade a few things.
Very well. Help yourself.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of... The Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Dr. Ingram said she needed her suit tested yesterday.
When it comes to keeping the Gridman running, Ingram's the best. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing. The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells and scraping the brush.
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam? Where are you going, Knight? You need to complete your medical exam.
Captain Cade?
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Good to see you again, Knight. Anything I can do to help?
What's new, Doc?
Got nothing. Sorry. Just trying to practice medicine.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
No problem, soldier. Take a look.
Captain.
How can I help you today?
Patch me up, Doc.
All right, soldier. You'll be fine. Just tell me what the trouble is.
That was it.
All right. You watch yourself out there, soldier.
I really should have.
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. So make us proud. Make it quick. We have a lot of ground to cover.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report.
Proctor Ingram?
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
You're the one who decided.
Not what I was expecting.
Got it.
There it is. Thanks,
I can
Ron.
handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And...
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Pridwen?
The Pridwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the capital wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow. It's a miracle you survived.
Nope. Just simple engineering. My power armor absorbed most of the impact. And I wouldn't call having both of your legs crushed surviving. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours.
You should add teaching charm school lessons to the list.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but when you're as busy as I am, there isn't much time for
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell. There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm stuck in this room...
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands... There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that...
Sounds like you have...
Plate.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck...
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal.
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I'm not really looking for sympathy. And honestly, I don't know you that well.
Sounds like you have a pretty full
plate. There isn't a day... And since I'm...
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose...
Right.
Anyway, I'm sure you're here...
Sounds like you have...
Plate.
Uh-huh.
There isn't a day that... And since I'm...
I understand.
Good. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get...
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting...
Sounds like you have...
Plate. There isn't... And since I'm...
You feel like telling me...
That's a little personal.
Come on.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the capital wasteland.
Uh-huh.
Our position was along a...
Who were you fighting?
Super mutants. The damn things had wrangled a couple of behemoths and were marching on our main base of operations. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheer... If I hadn't been test pilot...
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some... There's a pretty decent... Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
The Fridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Hey there.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine. Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Don't worry. You'll get
Joining
used
our
to sleeping.
cause was the
Ready to
wisest
continue our
decision
mission,
of your life,
soldier?
brother.
Ready.
Roger that.
You two play nice out there.
Only if it plays nice back, citizen.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Hey.
All right.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you...
Sounds...
Plate.
Uh-huh.
There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm...
You...
That's...
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
I'm not really looking for sympathy. And honestly... plate. There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm stuck...
You...
That's a little...
Come on.
Guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along...
You weren't
The Pridwin wasn't under Maxton's command at the time. It wasn't even in the capital. If she'd had been there, battle wouldn't have been such a challenge.
Sure.
To make a long story short, the ridge sheared most of it. If I hadn't...
Your power armor?
Yeah. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin convertible. Now that's a challenge.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough of Ryan's and his foolish ways.
What's that for?
Hey.
You said... The word.
Hey.
Hmm?
At Victoria, brother.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this...
Looks uncomfortable.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the powers that be. If you need to stock...
That's good.
I'm glad. What? The good news is...
Right.
Yeah, I'm mostly interested, of course.
I could use some extra.
You need... And since I'm... After you're done...
Sure.
In the meantime, if you ever need anything else...
If you need it, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge. Greetings, Knight.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Excuse me.
Knight?
It is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance is the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. And victorious.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility,
Dismissed.
but we'll get the job done.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the damn ship steady?
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
If it was up to me, I'd say you need to shoot him in his
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? Yes. Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Welcome aboard, brother.
If you wanted to make me a second... printing press while you're